all ready for the Halloween party. Thanks, WeatherPort. Hexapae. Okay, doing an unboxing of the 30-foot diameter Hexapae from WeatherPort. Okay, this was all on a pallet, so it's been cut off the pallet, unloaded, about 1,000 pounds. Disregard the way the box is on its side. It's just easier to get the canopies out. So all the canopies are rolled up, they're nicely labeled. Looks like everything's nice and complete. So every part's labeled. There's another box that had, and lots of bubble wrap was put around this. It has the top piece and the feet and the ratchets, and another box here has the cables and the remainder holes. So overall, very pleased with how it showed up on time. So I've unpacked the curtains and laid them out. The nice thing is it comes with instructions, so a manual that goes step by step, very simple. As mentioned before, in this case I've ordered 6 side curtains. One here has a zipper for entry, and the rest are the windows, the large windows. As you can see, they labeled them very carefully, 3 out of 5. I don't have them in order here, but 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5. And you can see 1 out of 5, and the other one I don't have the label here. And they have the foam tape that you'll see how that installs. And they have the assist rope and the assist guide rope for pulling the 2 halves of the canopy, and then the cover, and then the canopy comes in 2 halves for the Hexapae or Hexapae 30 foot. So there's panel 1 and panel 2. Okay, so I think we're all set with the canopies. Thank you. Okay, now we're getting ready to put the tent together. Here's the technical manual that came in that roll-up cylinder. Brought the parts out by where I want to lay out the tent, and then spread out a tarp that I hear that most tent assembly recommend, just to keep the ground nice while you're walking around. Okay, next step. Okay, per layout, the ceiling, I'll call them rafters or beams, are now laid out and ready for connection. Okay, the first set in, now the next set. Okay, the main rafters are complete, thanks to me and a friend. Now we're going to do the curved parts, the eave arches as they call them. This cherry picker came in handy as a 3rd and 4th man. So next steps is to put this tape, I guess for the first time you need to put it to slide. It's a foam tape. And then at the same time we'll be putting the chains around the perimeter that hook on the corners to make sure your spacing is right for the canopy. Okay, off we go. Okay, have all the eaves up. Okay, all the cables are on, all the tape's on. Now we're just putting the spikes, and they basically stagger. The holes aren't square on purpose, so it provides kind of a locking when they're in the ground. So 2 per foot. And then the cables will be removed, and then we'll start to feed the canopy on. The next step will be to feed the canopy on. You have to feed this Keeger pole, they call it, through with a rope, and then attach that to the tent half and feed it in. We'll see how that goes. Okay, 1 half is up, and we're working on the other half. And we'll ratchet it down and we'll tension it. So both sides are in, thanks to 2 friends. So we did it with 3 people. It's a bit tough, but we managed with 3. 4 would have been better. We did use the cherry puller to help lift the sides, which was very manageable for 2 people to lift each of the legs up on the frame. But it definitely took 3 people to pull the halves across the tracks. So definitely recommend 3 adults. Next is to hook the ratchets up and start tensioning the canopy over the frame. Okay, everything's all tensioned. Looks nice. This little cover for the track, a little bit tricky, but one-man job. You just have to feed the rope across the top per the instructions and kind of keep it in the track. And there's a cable on either side. They all connect into one ratchet in the middle there. It tensions it down nicely over for a watertight fit over the gap. So now I'm going to put in some optional side panels because we're trying to have a Halloween party and social distance, but we want to retain a little bit of heat. So we'll see how this goes. So per the instructions, the side panels, looks like there's 3 straps on either upper side that tie into the frame loops. And then at the bottom, looks like there's a hook. Okay, and we've got 5 windows and 1 zipper panel like it shows here in the picture. We're only going to put in 4 of the windows and leave 2 of the arches open. Okay, we've got the 4 of the 6 side panels in, and also put a mesh floor down. It's called a gazebo mat on top of the visqueen. It's kind of almost a burlap, but it's dipped in like a rubber. Anyways, this is it. All ready to go. Almost. I gotta see how to heat this thing and whether we need to put the rest of the walls up to retain. But again, we're trying to help keep ventilation for the pandemic.